Guys, how are you doing? I'm hoping that you have been enjoying yourself and you have been sharing the love, spreading the love, and just letting someone know that you appreciate them. I appreciate you for coming once again to this channel. You could have gone elsewhere, but you're here today, here and now. My new subscribers, welcome. And if you have not yet subscribed, please go ahead, click on that subscribe button, like away, and turn on the notification bell. And don't forget to share, because when we have good content, we can definitely share to others, and so they can be empowered as well. So guys, I want you to take a look at this video that I'm about to play, because one of the things I realize is sometimes there's a misconception as to what to expect from the opposite sex. And when it comes to a woman, looking onto a man, or a man looking onto a woman, there's a tendency to be very, materialistic and superficial. And I just want to point out to you that a lot of times it's like our expectations is beyond the reach of things. And I'm not saying that you should not have dreams. I'm not saying that you should not have high expectations. I'm not saying that you should not work hard. But I just want to point out to you how easily there can be a different agenda altogether. And, you're in a position and you're saying, to yourself, really, am I about everything that I believe I should have or should receive? Or what do I have to bring to an individual, in this case to my spouse, into a relationship, so that there can be something more meaningful as opposed to a demand. And this is what it's about. And if I don't get that, if I'm not seeing that, listen, I'm not moving a foot forward. But hey, don't take my word for it. We're going to be looking deeply on it right now. All right, let's take a look, guys.
Jay is worth $100 million. Okay, do you think about it, he cares how much money you make?
No.
You don't? Okay, let's stop there. Do you think he cares about your attitude?
To an extent, yeah.
To an extent?
Yeah.
He cares a lot about
your attitude. Cares a lot about your attitude.
But I have a great attitude.
Now, okay.
Oh my God. You're not worth $100 million, so your opinion doesn't matter.
Okay, so listen to me. You just said you
so
turned
only
down
a person that's worth
$100
$100 million.
Guys, I want you to take listen. We're just gearing up. Just gearing up, guys. Because notice what he's asking. The question that is being asked here: do you think J or Y or his ex or whoever cares about your look, cares about the money, or per se your attitude? How your attitude is, unfolding. What type of response, your behavior, your tone, your body language, all of these things, or that are coming out. And right away she declared that, hey, I have a good attitude. And right away, as she said that, there's another panelist that responded, and she immediately went after that guy like, you're not worth $100,000, so you're not even qualified. I'm not going to interrupt much further, but just take key note as to how things are being played out right now. And we're going to be talking about it in a few, all right? So let's just jump right back in, guys.
$1 opinion matters?
As far as me, being in an intimate relationship,
okay.
Yeah.
Let's put the hat back on,
okay.
Jay. So what is Jay looking for? Again, remove yourself and your real estate ambitions from the equation. What is Jay looking for?
If this particular Jay wants a simple Sarah, there's no Sarahs here, right?
Yeah,
that's her right there. I'm sorry, Sarah.
You just pissed off the wrong girl.
Simple, simple Sam, whatever. Okay. Then you can find a million of those. You can go to the club, you can go find a girl in college, or it's something so simple like that. You can find every 100 girls is the same person like that, simple. I'm one in a million as well. And $100 million man usually likes the extraordinary. I'm attracting the
Can
extraordinary.
I ask you something?
Go ahead, McQueen.
What do you think that a man in general, like you said, $100 million is a guy that is worth talking
McQueen,
to?
I don't even know why you're talking to her right now,
I
bro.
know,
You're not
I
even
know.
worth 100 million, bro.
So, guys, I wanna let's talk. Let's talk, guys. Right? We're diverse in many different ways, in many different forms. We believe in many different things, but I wanna kind of preface here a little bit. When it comes to kingdom of God, when it comes to what a man wants, ladies, let me say this. And I'm no way, shape, or form saying that money, business ain't good. We all need money. We all need to be able to take care of that bread, that cheese. We all need to be able to be in a better position. But I want to say this. A woman that it's good that you're all independent. It's good that you're building up your self-value. But understand that coming into a relationship and for you to think that a man does not want a woman that is coming in with the mindset to be submissive, to be working with her husband, understanding that there is a need to build together, as opposed to you being, this is what we need to do, this is what I'm about, and the world revolves around money, and so I'm not going to take up the initiative to take care of the kids, try to help out in the house, do if I need to take up the dishes or cook or any of these things. I want to say to you that when it comes to building a healthy relationship, especially a relationship that is, that involves God, it's about you putting aside what you feel. Material things can always go. And if you take away all of that, what are you left with? A lot of times, you have, in this sense, we're specifically targeting what she's saying from the woman. Women tend to target, some women target, guys that they think have a lot of property, net worth, and they see value in that way, but he can't speak to you. You don't want to follow, you don't want to be teachable, coachable, or the other way, but it's all about you and what you want, as opposed to what needs to be happening. And what needs to be happening is we need to understand that when it comes to the things of God, when it comes to relationship, it's all about sacrifices. Sacrifices from the point of view that you may come across a guy and he's not $100,000, he's not $50,000. Does that mean that that guy is not willing to be better? Does that mean that you can't associate yourself? You can't build with this guy? That's a wrong statement to make. And she has to remember that she built her way up. She worked her way up. And so she has become, a major influencer. And sometimes when, persons are in these positions, they seem to forget their journey. They seem to forget where they're coming from. And so you start to believe that this is what you need, as opposed to being contented with what you have, being contented that I'm still working on me. And so as I work on me, when I come into the space, into the spectrum of taking on a relationship with someone else, I am now going to understand what I need to do, who I need to become, so that I can be in a place where we're compatible. Compatible how? I am serving, I am being respectful, I'm being understanding, I'm being submissive to my husband. I am, depending, especially in the godly sense, that the man is seeking God and leading his family into a place of betterment. But there's so much more that we can unravel here because, notice there were some other women that are around, and you can see from the get go that even though she was saying all these things, they weren't in agreement totally with what she was saying because she was just speaking what she believed and felt, as opposed to, and there was a bit of arrogancy that was there, as opposed to, listen, when you find a good man, when you find someone that is willing to put up, because we all have issues, put up with your issue, put up with your with our behavior, and being able to work together so that you can build that ideal family structure. And the issue that we're having in this time, in this space, is some of our women don't want to be in a place to submit. And some of the problems that we're having with our men, we're making a statement for some of our women to believe that we shouldn't be valued. And so the value system comes from both ways. For a man to value himself well, and for him to be in that position to lead, but to be respectful. And for the woman to also see the value in that man and respect herself first, and to be able to compliment her husband, compliment, each other in the growth and becoming better. Guys, not about all that we think we need and the home, the car, the vehicles, the monies, because these things can go. And if you don't have these things, what do you have to fall back on? It's just food for thought. And like I said, money in itself, it's not evil. It is what you will do in order to gain the money, the power, the wealth. That is now going to be what separates you, your ideology, your behavior, and how you make an impact into the larger society. All right. I just want to hear your thoughts in your comments as you share. Remember to like, remember to, trust God and know that we